Yeah. Oh man,
God damn it!
we're off to
Chew.
the races. Come on.
Don't you dare
Wow.
take another bite.
You have
He's
made
going
this
for a
much
drink
harder
now. Can he stop?
No, he can't. Clearly.
Oh my god. Okay.
We got to use that some way, shape, or form. That was too funny. That's funny.
Wow, I really hate you.
Okay, here we go. I'll bring us in. We're recording.
Oh god. All right. So,
All right, give me a second. Okay.
what's up? All right.
Oh,
Hey. Hey, it's the BadKidz pod. Hey. What's up, ladies, gentlemen, Zayzems, all of the everybody, everywhere. It is your boy Jeffanity, the host that stay doing the most. Brought to you, bringing you another episode of the BadKidz pod with your favorite rapper, your favorite streamer, your favorite everything in between. Nickbeam in the building.
Good morning, good morrow, everyone.
And last, by legal, moral, ethical, financial obligation, ComoSeDiceCruz.
yay! What's up, guys? Good afternoon over here on the East Coast. Good morning over there on the non-coast.
What's going on? What a start to the day. Sorry, I'm a little scrambled at the start of this because I was just under attack before we began the cast. All I wanted to do was enjoy a breakfast empanada. They turned this
Allegedly,
into a high-stakes
supposedly.
situation. There was a countdown. There was a lot of yelling, and so we are off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting this as violently as Ezra Miller
my
does
God.
his
Wow.
outings in Hawaii.
Is it-
Because this motherfucker is wilding, like, and
Oh no, I was
No,
gonna
you
say
wanted to
just
say
his
something
outings
before
literally
I-
anywhere. It doesn't matter where he is.
I
true.
just wanted to know what was in the empanada.
I think because he also. Oh, okay. So
No,
we can
I'm
cycle back to
kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. Violence, more.
I
Violence.
mean, we need to know now because you asked it, and he like completely took like 8 more bites before we started.
Yo,
Okay, so there was 2 bites left, y'all, and
Yeah.
you think I'm just gonna start the podcast with 1 bite of an empanada in
yeah,
front of me? Like
just-
that doesn't make any sense.
I start the pod with a full cup of coffee.
It does not make any sense. But
And I
I'm not
drink
yelling.
coffee in the middle. It's the same thing. You
That's-
could have waited.
Apples and
No,
oranges.
coffee to empanadas
Apples
and whatever.
oranges. No, because it was also like a egg and cheese with gyro empanada, so it was just like I needed that, and now I'm here, and I have the energy I need because I had second breakfast because obviously I already ate today,
Oh, that's funny.
but 2 breakfasts for the culture, and I hate you guys as much as Ezra Miller hates when people sing karaoke at bars that he's at.
Damn, dude, that's a lot of hate, man.
I'm good at
A lot
this,
of
bro. Like Ezra Miller has broken into people's homes and threatened them. I remember one time he was somewhere overseas in like Slavic country or something. He like choked this girl in the club because apparently he was asking her questions. She was asking him questions. She ain't like.
Nigga hit
And
him
this
with
man
it.
is
You're too close, man. You're too close.
He plays the Flash, but he's
Choking
really
people.
he's really close to a villain in this DC universe.
Oh man.
And I say all that to say, I see you, my guy. Can't wait to have you on the prison roll call because they keep letting him out. Like that's the crazy thing. Is like the same way DC villains get released back into the wilds. So does he.
Do you think we see him on the prison
does
roll
he.
call or on one of our aviation BadKidz stories? Because he's got to be. Is he a flight
I think
risk
we're
at this
gonna get
point?
him on.
Like a danger to the public in the air, or not?
I think land, sea, and air. He is a danger. Like he's just dangerous.
Oh man.
He just in general can't be trusted to behave at this point. Like, regardless, like, and you have so like much to lose, my G. Like, we never even really got
It's not happening.
for real
It's never gonna
Flash
happen.
movie from you.
That
like,
movie's gonna be
oh man,
just myth, hearsay. Unless they like take his actual, his being, his person, the way he is, and just make him the reverse Flash, because he's sure as hell acting like it right now. That dude's a menace.
Or here's another option: you call whoever cloned Gucci Mane to just get a better version.
They're out there doing
That's
that.
true.
They're out there doing that.
Gucci or Dr. Dre, whichever one of whoever cloned either of those men.
Because the Will Smith from 20 years ago and the Will Smith I saw at the I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit,
we're
King.
not talking about that anymore.
Oh man.
I love it here.
So we got to do some quick recognitions before we dig too deep in more nonsense. So, R.I.P. Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
Iago. Incredible actor, comedian, voice actor. Fucking a piece of so many people's childhoods, adulthoods, in a bunch of different ways.
Amazing.
Iconic voice, iconic jokes. R.I.P. DJ K Slay, the drama
that
king.
One was tough.
Mixtape God, legend. Another very unfortunate and super untimely loss. May or may not have been COVID related. Don't want to dig too deep into that, but that's what the reports are saying. It came after his battle with COVID, so continue to be safe. Say all that to say, continue to be safe, because it's still real out here for some people. Gone way too soon. A legendary artist, individual, tentpole in the culture. So, rest in power, rest in all the peace, rest in love, and to whoever else we have lost, but we don't know. But we want to recognize that if they were important to you, they get recognized in this moment.
Amen.
Shout out to that. I want everybody to know about Gilbert Gottfried, that there is a video and audio recording of him narrating 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, it's so funny.
So if you haven't checked that out, shout out to them, because when you're
I have not.
a person like Gilbert Gottfried, you're a person like DJ K Slay, it's wonderful that your art lives on and the people you've influenced. So shout out to Gilbert Gottfried, 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm gonna listen to that, but I'm not gonna.
He did that, and didn't he narrate a Cardi B song, like the lyrics of a Cardi B song too?
Okay,
right?
I think
he did that.
Too funny.
I'm pretty sure he did WAP.
One time for legends, man, for some legends that we lost.
Yo, all right. Excuse me. Rolling with the theme of darkness and losing things. No E3. We're never going to do an E3 episode. We fucking blew it, boys. Every year for the past 3 to 4 years of us doing this podcast, we have shit the bed on the E3 episode, and now there's no E3. Everyone refuses to do it. Now, does this moment matter in gaming? That like this show no longer happens because of how everyone kind of is doing their own displays, or like, nah, I'm taking my things and going home?
It matters to me specifically, and that's all that counts, because just when, like you said, we've been talking about this for years, just when I get my money right enough to like be able to go to E3 and like not be hurting flying out, doing like the fucking expo and like not running my pockets for all they're worth, they cancel it every year. So like for me specifically, this is a piece of my childhood that I just, it's like the carrot on the stick. I've always wanted to go to
just
E3.
Been chasing it.
It's when it was real hot, I was too young. And now that I'm just
Right. We were like, yeah,
yo,
16,
Like,
17.
we would have
four
had to
great
scrape
nations.
No way.
together like all the money, like actively hit licks.
Niggas would have had
Yeah.
to been doing hand-to-hands for real.
Active licks. Just to go see favorite games on display. So like,
Man. And
this
the
really
early
affects
access
me.
for the new John, damn. I'm
Bro,
kinda
when
tight.
they're like
Yeah.
announcing the
Oh,
biggest
shit.
games, like now we're all angry and cynical that our favorite games come out half finished and nobody pre-orders anything and blah 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 blah. Except Elden Ring. Elden Ring has done very well. But like to be in the crowd when
Can we not mention that? Because I'm gonna buy that.
I mean,
I
but
keep
yes,
forgetting.
to Beam's point, to be in the crowd, to be there, it's definitely different. Not speaking from experience, but speaking from like listening to your favorite artist and then going to one of his concerts. It's completely different, right?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Yo, all right. So it's funny that you mention half-finished games that people complained about that you shouldn't have pre-ordered, but if you're an asshole like me, you pre-ordered it. Kingdom Hearts is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And Cruz
Yes,
has
sir.
a
Yes,
deep
sir.
sigh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why you deep sighing, Cruz? I didn't
What do
even
you
say
mean you didn't
anything.
say? You
Why the
said
deep sigh?
Kingdom Hearts. That's all you have to say. That's it. That's all you got to
love
say.
it.
And instead of
So
why a sigh? Why a sigh instead
so
of
the deep sigh
just
was
shrieks
is,
of joy?
very conflicting emotions that I have after watching this trailer, after seeing that it was announced and that it exists. Only because of how badly we were burned by Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
So,
we're so cynical now. It hurts.
bro, like
they've hurt us so many times.
so it's not like I'm not like I can't I'm not
get hyped.
I know I'm not no, I'm hyped, don't get me wrong, but I am very much tempering my expectations.
Oh,
Very much because of what Kingdom Hearts 3 was, right? It was this decade-long wait for this game, right? They put off so many different spin-offs on literally every console handheld that you could think of. Then they finally announced Kingdom Hearts 3, was it like 2013, 2012 or something around there? They announced it and they fumbled immediately because they announced it way too early. And then they started having development issues. Then they announced Final Fantasy 15. And once they announced that and I saw how polished that game was, and they weren't talking shit about Kingdom Hearts 3, like they were announced years apart, no?
Kingdom Hearts 3,
Right.
2019 release. January 25th, 2019.
So yeah, they had development issues. They like switched the game engine mid development, and that showed. I think they were using the Lumos engine for pretty much all of the development, and then I'd say I want to say about halfway or 3/4 of the way through the development, Square was like, "Yo, this ain't working for what we're trying to make happen." So they switched to Unreal Engine 4, and that transition is painfully obvious in the final product of the game. So yeah, that's the deep side, right?
Yeah.
Very excited for it. I'm always going to be excited for a like a main Kingdom Hearts title. But you know, they burned me. They have a lot to do to redeem themselves. Kingdom Hearts 3 as a whole, I had to give like a smooth like 6.75 out of 10. Because for me, the story was there.
Now,
like, don't ask me shit about it because I suck at explaining things. I get it, and that's all that matters. I understand the story. God damn it. And it was there. It delivered on the story front, but you had these like huge worlds with nothing in them. They looked pretty. They were gorgeous. Like the environments were dope. The Tangled World was one of my favorite ones, just so like because of how, you know, like I said, it's a big world and the graphics are there, but there's nothing in them, and you can tell it was like again painfully obvious, especially in Big Hero 6's world. You had like 2 or 3 locations with just streets and skyscrapers, and that's it, and random Heartless popping up.
You got that far?
Yeah, come on, dog. I beat it.
Damn. 0.01% of gamers.
I beat it too.
usually. I could not do it. I couldn't.
Yeah, I beat it too. The thing that pained me the most about Kingdom Hearts 3 was the insistence on the Disneyland themed commands, where it was like every time you press triangle, you were trapped in this 45-second to like 90-second animation of this attack that is not guaranteed to kill everybody. And it's like not even fun to look at. Like there was like a roller coaster one, and I'm just
It was
like,
cool.
This
Like
is the fifth time I've
like
done
the
this,
first
and I
couple
hate
times because it's like it's a new mechanic, but then it's like, just give me back my Valor form, bitch. That's all I want.
Right. But also, let's circle back to instead of shitting on Kingdom Hearts 3, because that is something we can do. I think I'm more excited than you are with Kingdom Hearts 4. Because I am just ready, because I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2 right now.
You're in it.
Playing through it
you're
again,
in it.
so it's already got me. Yeah, so I'm grinding out my master form right now, so I'm already like back in it. And do I care about the story? No, I'm gonna have to wiki it. Like, I'm just gonna have to do it. But I like the mechanics of the game, like the gameplay, the flow. There were some things in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I liked in regards to like movement specifically, and like the flow of combat I think had improved a little bit. And so they've continually gotten that right for me. Like the game in and of itself, like the mechanics have become more enjoyable. Granted, the Disney animation thing didn't work
that was
for me, but
something.
that's a very small
correct me if I'm wrong. You
critique.
could essentially opt out of. You didn't have to do any of that to progress. I think some of the bosses you had to do that for like the finishing move to beat the boss, but for the most part, after like the first couple times I did it, unless I was like stuck and I needed that bulk of damage, I was just completely bypassing that mechanic.
Yeah. Beam, any thoughts? Kingdom Hearts 4?
Just so I can try my hand again, because this game's, like you guys are saying, the games are fun. There are a couple annoying mechanics, and I didn't make it through 3, but like, because in Kingdom Hearts 1 I beat Sephiroth, I am emotionally attached.
Talk to him, King.
I'm emotionally attached to this franchise, and I saw some people online getting kind of upset because they didn't get their.
There was no Sephiroth fight.
That you beat Sephiroth?
No. I just mean that like the wait in between 3 and 4 was like not 10 years, right? And we didn't get 365 and 0.2 and a half version of the game, and then a card game that I didn't. You know what?
A terrible
you
card
need
game.
The fluff. It's like
Terrible
Naruto.
one.
You need to watch the fluff, bro.
Yo,
Dragon
get
Ball
these
Z,
fillers the hell out of
need
some of the
all
fillers.
the filler.
Some of the fillers are cool.
You don't want the story to get more
they
convoluted, bro. You
Yes, dude, like the lore is so
I love it.
mucky.
I understand all of it.
Dude,
and
all of
just,
it.
that's all that matters to me.
No, there are dreams. There's data.
There's nobodies.
There's friendship.
There's heartless.
There's darkness. There's light. There's husk of shells. There's Disney princesses. There's
it's great,
Sephiroth,
but
like,
but apparently,
right, I get it.
Star Wars is too much. Not allowed.
if you're not willing to watch a 15-part series on the lore of Kingdom Heart 1.
Listen here. Give me my lightsaber keyblade, damn it. If Star Wars isn't in part 4, I'm still going to buy it, but, you know, I'm just going to be slightly upset.
need dissertations of the beginning island and everything that it means in relation to It's a lot.
To where we are now.
True.
No, so...
All right, so Beam, I got something for you. Kingdom Hearts didn't hit, but I have 3 words to fully activate your nostalgia. Are you ready? Jet, set, radio. Dude, I
Wow.
haven't heard of this beloved Sega title in since
it
like
came
my
out,
game
yeah, it
Dreamcast
came and
days,
went.
right? That's dude. So, do you want to inform those who have no clue as to what it is? What
Okay, so
Jets Radio is?
Jet Set Radio, and then my personal favorite, Jet Set Radio Future, is really just a game about, I'd say, a gang, like a younger skating gang who like to graffiti over like other
Mhm.
rival games and
It was
like
like turf
evading
wars.
authorities, and like it's real punk and real like cool, and it's like a tech world where it's like that I don't know, like a cyberpunk almost world, but it's like very colorful, and yeah, everybody's on like rollerblades and skates, and you just like traverse very high in the air, and
In the fucking
soundtrack
That
soundtrack
cell
is
shaded
sick.
goodness.
soundtrack was handcrafted. I mean, it was just like one of those games where you could just solo play, because this game is what, 20 years old, 2002 maybe.
Fuck,
Or
is it
22 years
really?
old.
22 years old. Came out.
I think the original came out
Jet Set
in
Radio
2000.
came out in
Yeah.
2000, and so yeah, Jet Set Radio came out in 2002. So yeah, fucking 2 decades, 2 smooth decades.
Sickening.
And Crazy Taxi, for those who are also fans of Crazy Taxi, is also getting the star treatment that Jet Set Radio will be getting as Sega relaunches this. And so, does this give Sega momentum to do more things? Like, they've gotten success with
Oh, they're
the
so
Sonic
good.
films.
Go see them if you haven't.
So
Part
I'm
2
gonna watch them in the house.
particularly is very, very. I liked part 2 more than I did part 1. If we and I would like to I'm pretty like safe in saying that we all played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Sonic
GameCube.
Adventure 2. Also another
Probably.
amazing
Oh, yes.
soundtrack.
Yes. So yeah. So if we all love that game as much as I do, I love that game. You will love part 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Go see those movies.
Word.
I-
Wait, Beam, what were you gonna say?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe I was probably just like creaming over here about
Alright.
Jet Set Radio Future remaster. Once you started talking about it, I just got lost, man. Just thinking about all the good memories and fucking soundtrack and the fucking. They hired real artists to like make the graffiti in the game. It's like
Mm-hmm. And then you had to do like the joystick functions.
yeah, the art, and
to
you could make
spray
your
it.
own art,
Dude, yeah.
So you could create your own tag to spray, and then they had like original. Yeah, nah, that's all I was doing. I was lost, dude. You knew what you were doing to me, and then you let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
I'd like to
Sonic.
point
Yeah.
out the polar opposite reactions
Alright,
we've
so-
had for our childhood favorite games. I'm thrilled for the trailer. Love the
That's what we do
trailer.
here.
Can't wait for the game. But expectations have been
We
tempered.
bridge.
I'm full on erect for Jet Set Radio Future.
I'm not. It's a half chub over here
I'm
for
Yes.
that
I'm
trailer,
jacked,
dude.
bro.
Yes.
My tits are absolutely jacked.
Oh man. So we got some movement in the major world of the consoles. PlayStation is now trying its best to mirror Game Pass. Now there are now
Hey,
PlayStation
yo.
Plus is a
I was a
tiered.
slip.
Wow.
It slipped.
Uh-huh.
It slipped.
Wow.
It slipped. It
You
slipped.
see how the master of the soundboard
Shout
We're
out
not
to
feels.
biased
Sony.
here at all.
No, you have to. Good.
Now-
Treat your gamers better. We're a very marginalized community, okay? we suffer discrimination all the time, us gamers. So like it's time that we rise. So shout out to Sony for giving us what we want. Because I have a PlayStation, so
Yeah, this infects you now. So let's see. And you can find the notes where I'm reading this from on the website badkidspod.com, BADKIDZ. .com. And so the US, the extra tier includes all essential benefits and adds a catalog of 400 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games that can be downloaded at any time. And while you're a member, it includes first-party and third-party games, but no new exclusive with the service. In the US, it will cost $15 a month. And the one above that, the $18 one, includes the 2 layers, the essential and extras, but adds 340 extra games, including PS1, PS2, and PSP games. And streaming can be done on PS4, 5, and PC.
Asterisk on that last part. I'm very curious to see how they're going to
is interesting,
or which titles they're going to allow, because I doubt they're going to have all of those.
One of each
on them, right?
Just one. One representative.
And shame on Sony for waiting this long to do it. Like, this just proves that they could have done this a long time ago. They were just choosing not to. But in the same breath,
that's the thing.
I
about
guess
Sony
hats off to them for finally listening, right?
Are you gonna get it
when I get my PS5?
Your
Yes.
subscription.
I'm not gonna get it for PS4. When I get my hands on a PS5, I'll ante up.
And when are you gonna do that?
I've been like waiting for a limited edition bundle. I thought they were gonna do it for Horizon, but they didn't. Maybe. Yeah.
God forbid Sony give us what we want.
Maybe they do it for Spider-Man 2. Maybe not. Do they have to with all these like third-party skins and like a D brand skin will do all of that for me? I don't know. I'm waiting. I don't know that I'll wait past this year though. Then I know the second that I purchase one and check out, they'll announce a limited edition bundle. So just wait for that. Yeah.
And I'll buy it.
And then when they come out with Kingdom Hearts 4, they'll announce a PS5 Ultra Pro limited edition, then I'll get that too. And then it'll be on hold, and then GameStop will oversell it, and then they might get muted or not.
No, they won't. They're better now. We will allow no slander.
Okay,
someone boo this man.
I can.
Boo
Why are
him.
you booing me? I'm right.
Boo. Boo this man. Boo. God damn it. Beam, you have a PS5. Does this do you care about this at all, or are you solely committed to
No, I am
Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm here, dude. I'm here.
There we go. Cruz understands me.
What I'm not gonna do
Thanks for
here
the assist.
is shit on Sony like I love to do, which gives me joy in life, because this is a good move. I am the target audience for this. Now, in some of these podcast notes, because Jeffanity does his due diligence always with the research, there are receipts for how profitable, how I don't know the word I'm looking for, but profitable is one of them. But like Game Pass as a service to people who don't have time for games, like it just works for people. Like new games,
the dollar, the value for your dollar is through the roof.
Value for the dollar is crazy,
especially if you do the dollar upgrade trick.
They're letting people do cloud gaming, so you don't even have to download some of these games. You can just jump right in.
Oh God, it saves me so much time.
Yeah.
That's what I do on Fridays. I dead ass if I'm by myself and I don't have no plans on Friday night, and it's like the first time in a while, I'm going on Game Pass.
We just gonna check
looking
it
for
out.
new games, and being able to cloud game.
We're gonna try it. I mean, I hope they have similar to the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass Ultimate trick, $1 to convert. So they have like this dollar thing. You pay $1 and you get their highest tier, right?
Don't give the game. Don't give out
do a quick Google search.
It's an ad. Like they literally tell you it's $1. Like it's an ad on the dashboard. You can take whatever you have and you can have their ultimate, and then you can stream all of their games through the cloud. And it's like 200 games are being added and taken away all the time. They show you when new releases come up. Like, that is exactly what I want on PlayStation.
No.
I don't like. I'm gonna play the main games,
Yeah.
right? The biggest games, of course, Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon.
They're
blah, blah, blah,
drivers, right?
But like, if you want me to spend more time on the PlayStation, charge me a fair price and let me see everything, baby. Let me see everything.
Yeah, they had did that with PlayStation Now, right? But that was like strictly, I guess, cloud based. It was strictly streaming, and it was like you needed
It's a beta
gigabit
test.
fiber. You needed gigabit fiber for
Muy
it to be worth
malo.
it for you to not buffer.
They were
And I
beta
had-
testing their own customers
Yep.
by making them pay, so
Making
that they
them
can
pay for it. Those
test out their service. They didn't call DJ Khaled, because
No.
DJ Khaled, he calls for the servers, right? When his album drops, he's like, I'm calling the head, and I'm telling them
Yes.
more servers. So like, they
So
got to get
it
in
was-
contact with DJ Khaled, and
It was because I had gotten like a couple free trials over the years, and it wasn't, for lack of a better term, it wasn't bad, but it was by far not like, it wasn't great at all. Like streaming games was cool, but again, it uses a lot of bandwidth, and you did have the option to download some of the titles while you were a member. So I guess it made sense for them to just finally listen to everyone and bundle everything as one service. Just took them too long.
Yep. But so the reason why this is also important, this shift, is because now they have all these studios that they've acquired that they're beholden to. And I think, Beam, you were alluding to these stats, like, and the benefits of all these other games when you have it bundled like this. So, for example, Microsoft stats from GDC, of notes again available on the website. Like, subscriber, if you have Game Pass, you play 40% more games after joining. Games on average 8.3 times lift in players. Day one launches see 3.5 lift. For large publishers, 15 for indies. And subscribers spend 50% more time there. Like, indies see triple digit revenue. Like, it is just good for the other pools that you now are responsible for developing and getting people interested in. So yeah, this is a real win for gamers. Similar to Cruz, though, I'm gonna wait till I get a PS5 to get it. But if I get a PS5 before, or a Xbox before I build a computer, I think the group chat will crumble in on it.
Do it.
So we'll see.
It's more readily available than a PS5.
No.
Do that shit. Yes. No.
Well, we're gonna keep moving on, because we're actually psychics on this podcast, and we continue to call it the trend in TV, where more and more game IPs are being converted into TV shows. Streets of Rage is now the newest game being turned into a show. Now, I don't actually know too much about this game franchise.
well, then,
I
good
know.
thing I'm here.
Go for it. Also know it's a Sega title, but
So
thank God you're
another
here.
Sega title, like you said, but this was Sega Genesis, so like early
Taking it
memories
back.
for me. All of our favorites, the genre that everybody can get into, side-scrolling beat 'em ups where you just button
Mhm.
mash and whoop people's ass. So this is where it's going to get a little dicey in the year of our Lord 2022. You play as 3 cops. Okay. So you played as ex-police vigilantes. Is that going to fly? One of them was black. One of them was black. One of them
Yes,
was a
it
woman.
is.
The main character is obviously a white guy. Back
Yes.
then.
You got everything you need. It's more well staffed than
So-
the Google board, so more
trying
diverse.
So it was ex-police vigilantes trying to rid a large American city from a crime syndicate that has corrupted its local government.
Wow.
So, in the game, like I
Spicy.
said, you beat them up, button mashers, and then you have like special moves. And this is exciting because if they bring this to the big screen, like I'm all for it. In the game, when you get a special meter and you're like fighting the thugs on the street, you can call in your ultimate. A cop car pulls up from off screen. Like the screen goes off screen. A cop car pulls up.
No,
Somebody hops
no,
out of the passenger
no.
seat, puts a rocket launcher into the air, shoots the rocket launcher into the air, and then it goes back to your player character where the bombs rain down on the crime syndicate that has corrupted your local government. So, like, we're talking about some big budget CGI if they stay true to the lore. And this is the type of shit that I am here for all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
Wow.
So
I think I'm gonna watch this show
I
now.
think
Come on.
you are in
Come
luck.
on.
Yeah,
it was,
right. They need to pay you.
And of
for
course,
marketing.
we always go back to the soundtrack. It was made by two people who are, yes, they probably did.
who
love
loved each other.
Japanese video game composer / techno producers. So the soundtrack is also
Oh my
very
God.
EDM, like funky 8-bit back in the day. That's how
I was
it
about
was.
to say.
Yeah, because this
Streets
came out
of
in
Rage
91.
1,
Streets of Rage,
yes,
the
and then
first
the
one
newest
came
one
out
was
in
Streets of Rage 4. We probably talked about that here a little bit.
Yeah, I think
That was
they had
2020.
like
Yeah.
they had given it for free. I don't know if it was on Game Pass or
It was on
PlayStation Plus.
Game Pass for a while.
One of those two.
So I'm hyped.
So, according to Deadline, it is Derek Kolstad who created the John Wick franchise, and wrote the actioner Nobody. Wrote
So
is in on the script. So
ex
see.
vigilante
That's-
cops
watch
whooping
this
people's
development,
ass
'cause
in
we-
the
That's very
techno
reassuring.
future. You know what I'm saying? Because John Wick kind of did the
with John Wick
sir.
like
Yes,
with John
sir.
Wick like
Yeesh,
action
that sounds
scenes.
very
And it was hand to
reassuring.
hand. So
That
like
could
you don't really have guns. Like there were knives, there were bats, there was
until
you
the
call
rocket launcher
the
is
police car, the regular street car with the rocket launcher.
Until
Because they
you
have
call-
those now. They have those now.
So you call your homie
Yeah. And then
the burner.
Yep, it was amazing.
Exactly.
It was amazing.
Mm.
So I say all that to say,
gosh.
bring it on. More cop propaganda.
All right.
You know, we gotta have it as Americans, unfortunately. Oh man.
Come on, dog.
So
Propaganda.
the summer is here, folks. The summer is here. It's official. Batten down your hatches, get your car washed, get your all white outfit ready, get your pool party fits ready, because bitch, it's time to be outside. The music is here, the weather is here, and even more music is on the way. So I called out on Friday because it was a very important and special day for me. It's Almost Dry by Pusha T has come out. The Pusha T rollout season is now over, and now it's album time. I won't do a full deep dive on the album because I'm still chewing on it. But whereas Daytona can be described as like almost violent with the music and the production and the bars, It's Almost Dry is menacing in like the levels of calculation, especially on the Pharrell produced tracks.
Yo, words are hard,
That's how
dude.
words work. The Pharrell produced tracks are just so haunting, and he just crushes them. So that is just my quick impression of It's Almost Dry. I will let anyone else share in the glory of, Pusha T.
Yeah.
I have
COCAI.
not listened. I'm going to be starting off my week with it because Lord knows I need some violence in the workplace. That's all I'll say.
Pharrell production. Pharrell's outside again. It took me by surprise, and listening to this album now, and then like kind of, I don't know, letting the radio play itself on YouTube Music. It's kind of, Pharrell has been outside for maybe a year or two now, and like real low key. His production is everywhere. The Kanye produced tracks, of course, Pusha T are always amazing. Glad to see Kid Cudi in his last outing since calling Kanye a dinosaur.
Dog. Yes,
Because there's always drama.
That's what I really want to talk about.
Said.
That's the best part of this album is that fucking Cudi was like, listen, don't you motherfuckers think for a second, do not get it twisted in any type of direction. I do not like Kanye West, and I am only letting this song be released because I like Pusha T as a person.
Almost
this
verbatim.
Is the last time you will hear me and Kanye West on the song. And the fact that he went out of his way to make that so crystal clear ahead of the album coming out because he knew.
That's funny.
He knew. As soon as that track list was coming out, he knew his DMs was getting fucked up. He knew. And I love it.
Amazing album. Am ready to come back and take a deeper dive. And of course, I don't want to do this.
Neck and wrist is
but I
second
have
right
to
now.
do this, and I'm going to have to do this. It's going to be a conversation of Tana Talk 4 versus It's Almost Dry. Because these two men are giving us some of the greatest cocaine rap that we've heard in a very, very long time. And it's especially good because I believe them both 100%. So when I say verses, maybe not like plotting them against each other, but like as these two men creating these two bodies of work, and like we never really got into Tana Talk 4 because I could talk about that album on its own, but like It's Almost Dry has.
We'll do a whole drug deal.
Like, I didn't want to do this, but like Tana Talk 4, we're talking about.
Why? I love talking about drug dealer rap. Yes.
And also double.
That's the soundbite for the episode.
Double entendre.
Thank you, Beam.
Because Pusha T interview said It's Almost Dry is also referring to when artists like painters and stuff like that make their masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece until the paint dries. So, double entendre. Don't ask me how.
Don't ask me how. Now, we are also getting Future. I think certain artists to me have their foothold on certain seasons. So I feel like Drake is a winter artist. Like, I feel like Drake, I could be wrong. I don't think I have the stats to support this, but I don't know. Maybe because he's Canadian. Mac Miller, to me, always was a spring artist. Tyler, to me, is like a spring artist who continues to roll into the summer. Future is straight up the summer. Like, that is when Future does his best work. And he's coming out this coming Friday. Any thoughts on this album? Because then he also is the executive producer of Kanye's album. Did that album come out already? The one Future did? All right, so then, yeah. So Future's album. Any thoughts? Any expectations for it?
Yes, I'm super hyped because it was Donda 2. I was looking it up. Donda 2 was the future executive produced. I don't think Donda 2 came out. Yeah, okay.
Didn't it like
Word,
only
that's
come
what
out
I
on that
thought,
little
too.
device or something?
Oh,
Or other?
maybe that was it with the
Is
stem,
that how
the
that
stem
happened?
player.
I'm pretty.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
he has
Someone
it.
call 7.
Shout out to 7.
so we know Future's gonna come with the bangers. He left us with some heat on Valentine's Day, of course. And then
Yes.
we just
Yes,
hear a
so
new
good.
song with I guess they made it from Southside, but it's Future, and then Jeffanity brought to the group chat there was a wild Travis Scott sighting, which is fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because this is like the first time he's popped back out since everything with Astroworld.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he appeared. He did a secret show at Coachella.
Oh, okay.
I think an after party at Coachella.
Well, I guess.
So,
yeah,
he's
first
coming
time.
back.
Yeah,
He's
this
peeking
is
his head
him
back outside.
on wax, and we have Future, and then Southside is a producer. So, yeah, it's gonna be a real W for the City Boys this summer.
Yes, and most importantly, dropping in May, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morrow,
Yes,
and the
sir.
Big Steppers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
May 13th. I'm gonna pre-order the vinyl
And have
now.
him, sign it like this.
What?
Yep.
He's not gonna start yelling.
Yep.
So
Yelling
gonna
about
start
what,
yelling.
Jeff? Why would you be
I'm not
yelling?
gonna start yelling.
Something that was
I don't know.
untitled or something, or
I don't know.
unmastered, maybe?
What were you gonna say, Beam? That is an aggravator.
That's bait.
So just in terms of like all the music that's coming out in these last 4 weeks, or last 4 weeks, last 2 weeks, next 2 weeks, whatever.
Did all
Kendrick
these
Lamar
announcements.
is
In
4
this
weeks
in
now.
this
Kendrick
4 week
Lamar
span.
is coming. That is the highlight, and I'm almost positive everybody scrambled to get as far away from his release date as possible. Because we also got Jack Harlow with a Drake feature that got leaked early, where he was taking shots
That
at
shit was fire.
Pusha T a little bit, more subliminals. Pusha T's album rolled out. He went to the Breakfast Club and was like, I don't even respond to subliminals anymore. We're way past that. So then we get Kendrick peeking his head back out, while J. Cole has been just on a phenomenal feature run, just like absolutely insane. And his I guess one of his newer bars
That dude
was
doesn't miss with his features. Lately.
They put me in the top 3, Drake, Kenny, and me, those niggas like superstars to me or something like that. So it's interesting to see them all back outside at the same time. We've got a Schoolboy Q single.
After a verse, so he was also featured on this other song, which is also.
I'm going to assume
good.
that you're going to get
I'll
to it
link
after
in the
mentioning
notes when I remember.
Go.
Then we have so wait, Schoolboy Q's song was called "Soccer Dad," right? "Soccer Dad" by Schoolboy Q.
Soccer Dad.
And just this past Friday, we've gotten the best rapper in TDE, in my personal opinion, Absol, back with a single called Hollandaise.
So good.
And you're giving me these 2 weeks apart, and then Kendrick's album is coming out in 2 weeks. Does Black Hippie show up on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers? Because Kendrick is Mr. Morale, and Absol and Schoolboy Q are the Big Steppers, and J-Rock is also a Big Stepper. But we haven't heard from J-Rock in a little while.
Do we get a track list, or do you think he just? I mean, because he announced it 2-3 weeks prior. Do we get a track list, or does he just drop it?
I don't know. He just put out a press release. It was literally on. It was like just a paper press release from the desk of "This is coming." No video, no inclination of what may be happening in the studio. But TDE's popping all the way back out. Maybe he does do a track list because we also get Baby Keem because Baby Keem just won a Grammy with Kendrick Lamar. So
Mhm.
like the whole squad is outside right now.
Let's get this shit.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and that is my dissertation of his 3-sentence press release and everything that I think is going to happen from literally no information.
The strength of those couple of sentences and getting the entire Twitterverse, Redditverse, and everyone scrambling, deep diving, dissecting a couple sentences. Legendary.
Dog, and that's the beauty of it. And Beam, I really hope you're right because I just need fresh ammunition for this Dreamville versus TDE argument. First of all, the argument is hard for me because like the camps are built on different like
and the sounds are
but,
so
like,
different.
I won't allow this. I won't allow this Dreamville to win. Like I really won't. I can't allow it. So this is just gonna give me new ammunition because it has been a drought for your boy, but I'm excited as hell for this. This is going to be like it's just crazy, like the amount of music on the other avenues of rap because like this is more relatively like the mainstream like major players in the game, but we also got Saba's album that is up there for best album, Few Good Things. Saw him perform those tracks.
Yo, how
at House of
was
Blues.
the
Amazing.
concert?
Shout out to him. Dude, that was dope. He did the full bag. He did songs off Bucket List.
He went back.
He did songs off Carefree. Yeah, dude. It was great. I ended up only purchasing a vinyl, so I was a good boy when it came to merch. But then also Boogie dropped the single, and that mean like album for him is on the way. His ravenous fans can leave that man alone soon. Although that is going to be another great album for the summer. Who else has dropped an album or has? Oh, Daniel Caesar dropped a single. My boy, coming back. So a lot of things to be excited and outside about.
To be
these
outside
days.
about. That's so funny.
Just as long as you're not a resident of Hawaii, because there's a madman on the loose. Madman on the loose. Oh, all right. One more thing because we got to get out of here. I'm calling it now. In the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to be adding Trey Songz to the prison roll call. Sorry, not sorry. It's time. Like that nigga's time is up. That's it. I'm not giving no more context. I need to plant that seed because his time is up. Your cellmate is gonna know your name, not nobody's neighbor. And that's that on that. Anything exciting you got going on between now and when we meet again?
I'm just really hyped for the music that's coming, man. As usual. Let's see. Have I been listening to anything new lately besides It's Almost Dry? No, not really.
Okay.
I've just kind of been listening to that all weekend.
I don't blame you. I've been doing that, and then this podcast I've been binging. It's like a D&D inspired podcast.
I finally finished Halo Infinite story mode. So that was extremely exciting.
Nice.
Good.
I could talk about that. Oh yeah, the story is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Could
Just
only
curious.
be enhanced by co-op, and I can't wait for that. So, and I am also
are you
watching the
watching the
Halo
show too, right?
It's on
Thoughts?
Amazon. Right?
Not at 54 minutes. You didn't do this to me. So many
my bad.
thoughts. I don't want to. I don't want to
We'll
railroad
do
our
it
outro.
next week.
Okay,
But I will
do that
say
in and of
that
its-
I am one of the very few people that thinks the show is good. Flame Shield on, and I'll leave it there. We can talk about it later. But also,
Okay.
I've been watching
All right.
Moon Knight as well. Moon Knight.
I've heard good things.
Have y'all checked out of Marvel?
I have
still?
not. I haven't been on
Still?
Disney Plus to watch any
Mhm.
Marvel shows since last year.
I just saw
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
Moon Knight on
so-
Wednesdays,
haven't
Halo on
seen that.
Thursdays for me. Shout out.
Nice.
Now,
Look
now
at
that we
you,
can
my
go
little TV
to
schedule, man.
high intensity yoga classes now, we're not beholden to one day a week. Shout out to Jeffanity. That was a
That's true.
Jeffanity shout out, because we are
Nice.
now upping the intensity of hot yoga, so that's always fun. Definitely
Yo, maybe tomorrow.
I need to stretch.
All right.
Yep.
Same. All right. What about you, Cruz? You
Yo,
gonna
I'm in
join
there,
us
dude.
virtually for hot yoga? Or...
I'm in there. No.
All right, bet. What else? What else are you getting into?
Dino barking outside. If you guys didn't hear that.
It's wonderful.
I've been getting into. I finished Demon Slayer anime. So good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lord Inosuke.
So
the GOAT.
good.
Yeah, finished it. Super sad because now I have to wait like everybody else. Been trying to stream a little more. Been streaming a lot of Rocket League lately. Very excited for all the upcoming music. And
Shout out to you, streamer. Twitch.tv/ComoSeDiceCruz.
Thanks, shameless plug. And oh fuck, I had something on the top. Oh, I'm going to start Attack on Titan. That's what's next. We're going to start Attack on Titan. I'm ready for all the violence and the hands that are rated E for everyone.
It's not. It's despair. It's despair
And,
that you have to contend with. Like
Mayans is coming back. I talked about that show last year. It's a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy. I think it just came back Tuesday. They just came back and they did a 2-episode release that I have to watch with Denise.
Yeah, I saw that.
There was
Hulu
there was
last
one
time
other
I
thing that
opened
was
it.
on my homework list to watch. The Batman. So my coworkers are like raving about it. They're like, "Yo, you gotta watch it. Just go in blind. Don't worry about it." And I'm a huge Robert.
That is how it.
I'm a
I
huge
would say to do it.
Robert
Just go in
Pattinson
blind.
fan. So I have faith.
I'm not gonna boo you because
Word.
this is a democracy here.
But yeah,
That's fair.
that's on my to-do list is Attack on Titan, Mayans, and the Batman.
Cool. And I am just out here. I completed an order for Chef, this online like food ordering thing. I need to finish redoing my menu to simplify it so I can be less stressed about it. But other than that,
Nice.
I'm chilling. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for chilling with the boys. It's been another episode of the BadKidz Pod. I am your boy Jeffanity, the host that stay doing the most. Brought to you or chilling with your favorite rapper, your favorite streamer, your favorite everything in betweener, Nickbeam, and ComoSeDiceCruz. All right, keep it funky, keep it fresh. We out. Check out our website, BadKidzPod, BadKidzPod.com. Episode notes, more exclusive content.
Peace.
We out. This
That was great.